power forward position. 6 feet 10 inches. Number 9. Sands Ibaka. Number 17, the big man in the middle. He's a 7-foot center from Lithuania. This is Jonas Valanciunas. From Villanova, a 6-foot guard. Number 7, Kyle Lowry. Starting at the other forward position. 6 feet 7 inches. Number 2, Kawhi Leonard. At shooting guard. Standing 6'5", number 45, Terrence Jordan. The head coach for your team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Toronto Raptors.
The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Take a look at the Spurs. These are the games that challenge you. Guys, they will have their work certainly cut out for them, but they believe they can come away with a win.
And when I look at San Antonio, they're not in a good place right now as a ball club. After the success of last season, they were expecting bigger and better things this year.
Well, as rocky a season as it's been for them, they're still right there in the playoff hunt. If they can peak at the right time, just before the playoffs, maybe they can recapture a little bit of last year's magic.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Hey, Brent, tonight, 2 strong reserve units. As a player, what are some of the advantages of coming off the bench and playing?
I think, Kevin, if you think about coming off the bench and mentally you're into the game, you'll understand the rhythm of when you check in and where you might be able to take advantage of what they're doing defensively, some of their offensive schemes. You might have seen the sets, so it's important to pay attention while you're on the bench and then come in and impact the game in a positive way.
You can get in the flow of the game without even playing.
Sometimes, and then you also get to play against another team's bench, which can sometimes help you find your rhythm a lot quicker than going up against the starters.
Good point. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for San Antonio, DeRozan and Aldridge, the talented forward duo. Young is out there with Murray, and it's Pirtle in at the 5, home in the paint. DeRozan against Leonard. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Lowry kicks to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Inside, Valanciunas. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's DeRozan. A 23-point game for him in the win against Dallas. To the paint. Jordan finds Ibaka. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Young against Lowry. Outside Aldridge. Passes it to DeRozan. Will it go? And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
Now, here's Lowry. 8 points his last outing, and it's Leonard missing. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Murray, the pass to Pirtle. Here's Young. Outside DeRozan. Pirtle kicks to DeRozan. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Pirtle does a little bit of everything for this team. A big man with superb passing ability.
Raptors with the lead. Jordan with it. 35 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Here's Young after the Raptors pick up 2. Here's Aldridge. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Such a challenge for a defender. You try to get to Aldridge's high release, but then you realize that's too late, and he's just pump faking. Not fair.
And he sinks the second. Brett, of course, you won a championship with the Spurs back in 2005 and 2007. Talk about the differences between those two teams.
Well, the similarities are more what I would go with, Kevin. 2005, it was a year where we leaned on Timmy a ton to beat a very physical, rough and rugged Pistons team who had won 6 Eastern Conference Finals. Maybe Manu Ginobili was the MVP of that series, by the way. And in 2007, the younger guys had grown up. We beat the Cavs 4-0, and that was LeBron James just putting on a show to get into the Eastern Conference Finals, beating that same Detroit team.
And right in the teeth of the defense, making a statement early in this one.
Yeah, pinpointing the rim protection with that attack, and no one makes enough of an effort there to stop him.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
It's tipped and stolen by Murray. Here's Young. Offensive rebound. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the defender getting caught in between there. Isn't sure which move Aldridge is going to and guesses wrong.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. Jordan against Murray. Outside Jordan to the paint. Here's Valanciunas.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Young finds DeRozan. Now Pirtle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge, the pass to Pirtle. 6 on the shot clock. Young in the corner. Over Lowry. Valanciunas grabs the board.
Just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Atlanta Hawks. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. Guys, just how difficult is it to face a team with this kind of defense?
Kevin, it is tough. They've got some guys who can totally wreck your game plan with their activity on D.
I also wonder if this is going to give them a spark of their own on defense. You face a team with this kind of pressure, and it can get you fired up to prove that you're every bit as tough as your opponent.
Raptors leading by 6. Now Lowry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Leonard. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
DeRozan steps back and trains the jump shot. DeRozan's got 6.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over DeRozan. And that one's good. Leonard's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And you know, when everyone's working together, taking care of their roles, it just makes the game easier.
Well, they not only had the right strategy, but they were very exact in their execution. And when the coach is calling the right plays, everything just looks seamless.
Some changes for Toronto. Davis is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. C.J. Miles comes in for Leonard. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Walker's checked in for DeJounte Murray. And it's Mills in for Young.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Jordan. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. He gets it in there.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Walker against Jordan. Baseline jumper. That one doesn't drop. So the Raptors will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And this is why depth is so important. You know, next man up, and it's pretty much the philosophy for every good team in our league.
Well, you're going to have injuries. You're going to have nights where there's foul troubles or the starters just struggle. So you need a strong bench to remain consistent in this league.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot from Jordan. And DeRozan kicks to Mills. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
San Antonio with the ball after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Outside, Walker. Holmes kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Walker. Lets it go from deep. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there. It's Jordan on the wing. Guarded by Walker. No good from Jordan.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
And here's Mills, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fires the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Raptors leading by 9. VanVleet passes to Jordan. Back to VanVleet. Jordan against Walker. Now the pass to VanVleet. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Kicks it to Walker. He dishes it to Mills. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Walker's shot is off. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And again, Toronto no luck. Spurs trail by 9. Feeds it to DeRozan. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Toronto's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Outside Jordan. Left side Davis. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Holmes finds Walker, and Walker throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Jordan. He's got 6. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Count that one.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Here's Mills. He kicks it to DeRozan. Shoots over Miles. DeRozan's shot is off. And so it's the Toronto Raptors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action after this word. When everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
Anunoby is outside at 3 with Ibaka down at power forward. Jordan is out there with Wright, and it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And Wright kicks to Davis. Back to Wright. Dishes it to Ibaka. Lock at 6. Anunoby in the corner. Over Bellinelli. That one wide left. Spurs trail by 9. We've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got his third basket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Jordan kicks to Davis. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Hawks was all business. He scored 35 points, and there really wasn't much you could do to stop him. He shot it efficiently from both the floor and the foul line. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Now, here's Mills. Now, here's Bellinelli. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Walker's shot is off.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without
to get up and contest that shot.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Raptors lead by 19. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble, he is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get into the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
On the court right now for the Spurs. DeRozan and Aldridge, the talented forward duo. Young is out there with Murray, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
And Greg, with Kawhi, started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
Here's Leonard, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And the shot goes down. 18 points for Leonard.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset of Leonard. He's so good at picking his spots, especially on the pick and roll.
Young passes to Murray. To the inside. Aldridge can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Toronto leading by 18. Outside Jordan. Kicks it to Leonard. And count it from 19 feet away. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Steady strides in Kawhi Leonard being more and more comfortable as the go-to scorer for this team.
Here's DeRozan, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young against Lowry. And the foul called on Marcus Young. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. On defense, the Spurs. They trail by 18. 6 to shoot. Here's Jordan. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Jordan's got 16 points.
Well, he didn't need to add the spice, but I like it spicy.
San Antonio calls timeout. The G League is testing out more ways to speed up the game. Shorter overtime periods, a 14-second shot clock after an offensive rebound. I think those are necessary things.
I think they're worth trying out, Kevin. I don't know necessarily that they're necessary. Is that redundant?
No,
it might have been.
It makes sense when you say it.
But the league always exploring ways to improve the game, and I commend Adam Silver and the competition committee for trying.
Here's Murray after the made shot from Jordan. Shots good from Young.
Yeah, you gotta respect the range Young possesses. They're able to punish you from beyond the arc.
Jordan against Murray. Jordan finds Leonard. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. 17-point game. And Young with the stuff.
And as long as the lob pass is on target, Young will finish it off. A legitimate alley-oop threat.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Now, here's Lowry. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Murray outside. He kicks it to Aldridge. On the wing, DeRozan. He's covered by Leonard. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Right side, Leonard. Lots of room. The rebound by Young.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Fires the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Pirtle. Spurs trail by 15. Here's DeRozan. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. DeRozan's got 24 points.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
Lowry kicks to Leonard. Back to Lowry. Here's the three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes to get a hand up on the three-point shot, but in this case, that didn't even affect it.
And it's slammed in by Young.
Yeah, how about the intensity on these drives, guys? Young wants to tear the rim off these jams.
Passes it to Jordan. And stolen by Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Davis is checked in for Toronto. Wright comes in for Kyle Lowry. Walker's checked in for San Antonio. And here are the Raptors now, leading by 12. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. Leonard draws the double. The dish to Wright. And the foul called on Marcus Young. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Now here is Ibaka. Down low. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jordan. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
And stolen by Jordan. To the middle. Here's Wright. Rebounded by Holmes. Spurs trail by 14. And Young kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Holmes. Young with no one around. And he's good on the 3-ball. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half, he's making everything.
Jordan, the pass to Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
Some changes for Toronto. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Fred VanVleet in for DeLon Wright. Then for the Spurs, Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Young. Now here's Mills. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Holmes. To the inside. Here's Walker. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Raptors leading by 11. VanVleet looking around. Takes the 13-footer, and it's in there. 26 points for Leonard.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Now here's DeRozan. 24 points for him. Up top, Mills. Misses off the left iron. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 28.
Hard to deny Leonard when he gets in that close to the rim. Too many ways for him to get creative to score.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Well, this group of shooting guards has given us a little bit of something extra lately, including excellent rebounding, so you can see those numbers. You take a look at Jordan, one of the game's best, 2nd in the league.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards. It's still something that helps your team get wins.
Well, the effort plays are very important. That's what these guys do. Like you said, the rebounds they provide from the off-guard spot can sometimes make the difference between winning or going home with your tail between your legs. You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
There's the pass to Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Davis. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brent, for as long as Coach Popovich has been at the top of this game, what really is there left to say?
I don't think there's much more you say on a professional level, but there's a lot to be said about the compassion and the things that Pop has done on a personal level for years behind the scenes, championing guys on his staff, supporting not only current players but former players on his team. The interesting thing for Pop the last couple of years is just how outspoken he's been in terms of the equality, not just around the NBA but around our nation, and some of the statements he's made that have garnered a lot of political attention. Greg Popovich not afraid to express some of the things that maybe deep down we all believe in.
Siakam is checked in for Leonard. Jordan against Walker. The drive by Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. It's his first trip to the line.
76% on the season from the foul line.
He's off on the first.
And the 13th pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Davis has already been with a number of teams in his young career.
Spurs trail by 12. Walker surveying the floor. DeRozan against Miles. And DeRozan kicks to Bertans. Back to DeRozan. Shoots over Miles. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Jordan. He can't get it to go. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Jordan against Walker. Passes it to Holmes. Back to Walker. Out to DeRozan. Clock at 6. Lets it fly. And that one goes long.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Miles against DeRozan. Pass to Van Vliet. Pass to Jordan. Over Walker. They get the rebound. Davis on the follow.
That's the energy Ed Davis needs to play with consistently. Big-time finish on the rebound.
1:06 left in the third.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Holmes finds DeRozan. Now Mills lets the 3 fly. Siakam pulls it in. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors.
OG Anunoby.
Spurs trail by 14. Mills passes to Walker. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Toronto's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%.
Yeah, it's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
Pirtle, he is checked in for the Spurs. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Ball's knocked loose, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Murray's checked in. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. Walker with a clean look. Gets a very good look and converts. Walker's got 13.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Here's Van Vliet. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. There's the feed to Walker. It's good. He's got 15.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
And a wide open look for Jordan. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Toronto ahead. They lead by 13. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Lowry. He's out there with Jordan. Anunoby out there with Davis. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pirtle with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Mills can't hit.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Jordan against Murray. Here's Anunoby. The pass to Siakam. Knocked away. And it's Jordan that's out the key. No good on the triple.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
And Walker kicks to Pirtle. To the inside. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Good on the shot. 7 points for Kyle Lowry.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
Murray against Jordan. The 3 from Mills. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Passes it to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. Six on the shot clock. Jordan against Murray. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Spurs trail by 12. Walker in the corner. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Ibaka in for Pascal Siakam. The Spurs also changing it up. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Young is subbed in for Patty Mills. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Great work inside. Give Young an edge there, and he'll make you fouling on the way up.
First free throw is good. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for OG Anunoby. And so Young nails them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Outside Lowry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
The kick out to Young. Pass to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
So he's got touch, he's got size, and he's got skill. Aldridge, an elite machine, scoring the ball.
Toronto leading by 8. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Outside Jordan from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Aldridge finds Young. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Ibaka. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, and Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker. You know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
And with Ibaka at one point would average almost 4 blocks a game.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for any player to maintain a pace that high at this stage. Ibaka's done well to adjust, I think, his capabilities and make sure he can still have an impact on defense. The block numbers won't ever be as gaudy as they once were, but he is still causing problems for shooting.
Murray against Jordan. He dishes it to Ibaka. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Maybe he's not the most aggressive defender or the most physical, but Aldridge does have mobility. That time he sends it back.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jordan dishes to Ibaka. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Spurs trail by 7. Now, here is Young. No good. Inside. Here's Lowry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him.
That one is no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Murray, good.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
Yeah, and therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
Lowry kicks to Jordan. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Jordan. Tipped away. And stolen by Murray. Here's Young. That shot missing. Nice D from Valanciunas. Raptors leading by 6. Leonard, the pass to Jordan. Back to Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 8 now on the night. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. And the pass to Pirtle. Aldridge finds Young. Pass to Murray. Three-pointer on the way, but he stays with it, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Lowry against Young. Lowry dishes to Jordan. Kicks to Ibaka. It's deflected.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Young passes to Pirtle. Back to Young. Here's Aldridge. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
DeRozan against Leonard. Shoots over DeRozan. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. That's now 32 points for Kawhi Leonard. Spurs trail by 10. Young with the ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 23.
And it's never easy trying to stop Young. Adept at slicing through the defense and finishing near the rim.
DeRozan against Leonard. It's good. And that's 13 points for Serge Ibaka.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game has broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Ibaka comes with the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Raptors with the ball. Raptors leading by 10. Lowry kicks to Leonard. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Now Lowry. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the champ.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
Holmes finds DeRozan. Down low, here's Murray, and Jordan sends it back. Leonard looking over the floor. Down low, and Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Valanciunas. Lays it up off the glass. And now a 12-point Toronto lead.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Spurs trail by 12. Young outside. He kicks it to Aldridge. Murray against Ibaka. The putback. It's good on the putback.
High-level offensive rebounder. Aldridge has the wingspan and timing to get to those.
Raptors leading by 10. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over DeRozan. DeRozan with the rebound. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Jordan. Rebound San Antonio. Aldridge has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's DeRozan. That shot off, so the Raptors will take it the other way. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter, and Leonard has it in the corner. Outside for Lowry. Jordan against Murray. 6 to shoot. And Valanciunas penetrating. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Spurs trail by 10. Spurs passing it around. Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Aldridge has got 8 here in the quarter.
So difficult to defend Aldridge inside. He can go around you or shoot over you. Pretty much whatever he wants to do.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Toronto.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It will go down as their 48th win.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Valanciunas.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
To the middle. And DeRozan throws it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Jordan, and that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Aldridge misses.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
And so it's the Raptors winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.